Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about a game that just recently came out on the Nintendo Switch. It's called Summer in Mara. Now, what Summer in Mara is, it's a life simulation game, basically. It's like, you know, like a Harvest Moon or Animal Crossing, that type of deal, where your character has life duties, you know, everyday responsibilities, either planting crops or hunting for minerals or finding resources and crafting and stuff like that. It's one of those types of games, and in general, I for the most part like those. I can get addicted to them. I find them as good little time sinkers and stuff. Well, this one is kind of cute. The presentation has like a little cartoony vibe to it. You play as Koa, who has their own island that you take care of day to day. You plant trees, you tear them down, you get wood, you build out new buildings, you get your crops, things like that. You rebuild your boat, and basically you explore. It's a farming adventure on an island, but you can also explore the ocean. There's a huge story in here that just spans beyond just the generic thing of a life sim where it's crafting, farming, and stuff like that. So basically, it was kind of neat. It's a single experience. It takes place in a really, it's a little bit, you know, like other games where it's really calm, it's relaxing. There's really not much to it. This one has several quests though. But what's really cool about it is that there's over 20 different islands for you to explore. So initially, when you first start the game, you're kind of stuck to your island until you meet a visitor that kind of looks like an alien, but he's not. He's a part of like a ancient thing with the shrines on the island and everything like that. I don't want to spoil it for you, but eventually you go to another part and you have to figure out some more information, get in touch with other people, the relatives and stuff like that. The people that live on the islands actually give you certain fetch quests. So some of them might be like, hey, I need you to plant some pumpkin seeds and go and plant it and bring me them back within a certain amount of days. And each crop takes a certain amount of days, honestly. Some grow faster than the others, just like any other game. So a lot of the crop aspects, initially you have to build your way up though to get new recipes for tools and things like that. So initially you have like a basic hoe, and then eventually you get like a better one or a better axe that allows you to kind of customize and grow your island to be a lot more of a lively farm instead of, you know, the barren wasteland that it is initially. And, it takes quite a bit of time actually, and in fact, in me just saying there's a lot of quests doesn't really do it justice. There's actually about 300 quests total in this game, alongside the main campaign storyline. So lots of stuff to do here, lots of stuff to sink your teeth into. Now there is also, interestingly enough, a day and night cycle, but just like most other games like Harvest Moon, your character's limited to what he can do by their energy. So your energy has to be up to stay awake. So that's done by eating fruit or cooking stuff. So you can actually fish for food. You can find food eventually. You can grow it. You'll get a chicken coop, all that. And you can actually make prepared meals that allow your character to eat stuff to have their hunger subsided and their energy boosted up. On top of that, with the crafting, as I mentioned, you're able to make all sorts of different tools and resources that go towards rebuilding certain things and stuff like that. So there's a lot of busy work in this game. I think it almost has every single thing you would expect out of any of these life simulators, except a romance thing. There's no romancing, there's no talking to partners and trying to court people and dating and any of that. It gets rid of that. It's more about the adventure of your character Koa and about rebuilding your island to make it more colorful and vibrant with its chicken coops and its different buildings and everything like that, and paying attention to your farm. There's no real penalty if you don't water your crops, nothing like that. Your character's not going to die because you can actually stay away from your island for quite some time. And the thrill of this game is actually going to the different localities and seeing all the different characters, hearing their stories, seeing their personality and their charm. And I gotta say, a lot of the characters are kind of quirky. This game does have a fair amount of fun to it. I laughed a few times because some of these characters are just creative looking. Some of them kind of look like frogs and different types of creatures and stuff. It's not boring. Like as a matter of fact, everybody has some kind of unique thing about them, and there's a lot of charm to the story, which is what I really like the most about it. When I initially saw this title, sure, it being a life sim, something that I could really sit down and play for several hours on end, definitely attracted my attention because I was, a big fan of some of the games that have come out throughout the years, especially like most recently Animal Crossing, and seeing it like that, but in a different type of vibe, a different setting, more of like an action oriented. I think this is a lot more action oriented than Animal Crossing. Caught my attention. Getting in the boat, going and finding different locations. It was kind of like a mishmash of everything that I like about a lot of games, and honestly, it was quite quite fun. Just going, discovering new quests. Some of the same characters can give you several quests, so a lot more to do. That's one thing that I did not like about Animal Crossing, is that once you get to the bare bones of it, paying off your loans to Tom Nook and just kind of digging up for fossils and just filling up your Critterpedia, there wasn't much to do with the game. This one is much more than that. So I have heard, even from the developers themselves, compare this game to Animal Crossing, but honestly, I feel that is kind of apples to oranges. In fact, I think this one definitely has a lot more to do in regards to Animal Crossing. The one thing that Animal Crossing does have over it is online multiplayer. I would have liked to have multiplayer with this in some form or fashion, even if it was local couch co-op, but an online version of this would have been nice, seeing people's different islands and stuff. But I get it, this is meant to be a much more rewarding single player experience for you to discover and check out everything on that. So there's quite a bit to digest here. Don't, just because it's an indie game, don't kind of count it out as a slouch. Quite a bit here to unpack and check out for sure with this, and then on top of that, the story so far, I don't want to spoil for you, but there is a good little message here, a good little bit of lore with Koa and their backstory for you to actually take a look at and stuff. So it's actually not that bad. I honestly would think, on a scale of 1 through 10, I would rank this a solid 7. It's passable. There are some quirks about it that kind of get a little bit of annoying. Some of the quests do get a little repetitive. Some of it, especially when you have to wait for crops to grow and you just want to skip ahead and be like, all right, I'm just going to skip to the next day and all that. But, I mean, there's no penalties. There's no rush. There's no clear-cut objective. You can actually play this game at your own pace. You can actually just relax and vibe to it. You can mess around with your island. You can go to the 20 other different islands and explore. You can do all the 300 quests. There's so much actually here to sit down and unpack. So there is a high replay value, which a 7 is not bad at all overall for this type of game. And this is on the Nintendo Switch. I believe it is only in the eShop. It might actually be physical. I'm not entirely sure yet. Could be wrong, but either way, I do think it's at least worth taking a look at. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end it on that note. Thanks a lot for watching this video. As always, I sincerely appreciate all the support. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing it. And if you have played this game, it's also out on Steam. If this looks like something that's right up your alley, let me know in the comments down below if it's something that you want to pass on and you're like, nope, forget it, I don't have time to do this. Let me know as well. Let's throw some engagement in this video. I really like to hear from you guys. I really like to get this community going on. And please go ahead, leave a like or dislike if you haven't yet. And I will see you guys on the next video. Have a great day as always, and peace out, guys. Appreciate y'all. Sayonara. Consider supporting 8-Bit Eric on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description. You want to become part of the hashtag 8BE Nation, guys? Well, be sure to pick up your official merch, now available online. Link is below in the description. We got classic t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, and even women's apparel. Don't forget, pick up your official merch now. And while you're at it, guys, feel free to watch the next video, or why don't you catch up on one that you might have previously missed. Thanks again, guys, for all the support. I couldn't do this without you. You guys are amazing, and don't forget to subscribe and click that like button if you are brand new. Thanks again, guys. Peace out.